Imagine you're driving at 100 kilometers per hour, and then suddenly… Well, that's what Wizkid experienced earlier in his career. You see, when his Porsche Panamera was involved in an accident just opposite the Oriental Hotel in Lagos, many eyewitnesses believed it was probably some rich drunk dude. Well, that was until Wizkid stepped out of the car, and surprisingly, they were unhurt. Obviously, things could have gone very differently, and maybe one of Afrobeat's biggest artists could have lost his life that day. But somehow, Wizkid survived. Many didn't understand what caused the accident, especially since no other car was involved. But just like any other late-night celebrity auto crash, the first thing that jumps to most people's mind is drunk driving. However, this wasn't the case, and you'll understand why at the end of this video. Back in 2013, Wizkid was absolutely crushing it. He had consistently released hit after hit, and was one of Nigeria's most talked about artists. Basically, he was a 23-year-old artiste living his best life. So of course, he attended Sound City's Nokia Lumia beat party held at the Oriental Hotel in Victoria Island. This was the sort of party where you see many celebrities, Lagos big boys, basically anyone associated with the entertainment and music industry. And everything seemed to be going well for Wizkid, apart from the usual loud music associated with Nigerian parties, which I'm sure Starboy would be used to. But that was until around 3:30 a.m. on June 15, 2013, which was the next day. As Wizkid's car drove along the Lekki-Epi Expressway just a few minutes from the infamous Lekki tollgate, one of his tires blew out, causing his car to spin several times before slamming into a road barrier. Luckily, the car didn't somersault, which at least increased his chances of survival. And when you think of it, things could have gone much worse than that. It was almost like Wizkid had just grabbed death by the whiskers and said, "Nah, not today." Within minutes, his bodyguard got him into another vehicle, which was probably gonna take him home, just to avoid all the camera frenzy that came next. By the next day, fans were all unsure of what happened to Wizkid. Most had only heard online that he had an accident, but were not sure if it was so bad. And if there's one thing bloggers are good at, it's making an already confusing situation even more confusing. Various reports were circulated with different versions of what happened, and of course, you could trust them to be quite dramatic, with worrying pictures that showed how badly the Porsche had been destroyed in the accident. It's at times like this that the person affected swoops in like Superman and calms everyone's nerves with a post confirming that they're fine. And that's exactly what Starboy did. He took to Twitter and posted, "Thankful," confirming that he was unhurt. His manager Godwin Tom also came out with a statement about the accident, confirming that Wizkid was safe and not injured. It's sad that this accident came barely a month after Wizkid had revealed his new Panamera on social media. But of course, cars can be replaced. And barely 2 weeks after the incident, Starboy got himself another Porsche. After all the drama within the first few days of the accident, people actually began to consider what really mattered, which of course is how the accident will affect Wizkid. Now, while it may seem like some irrelevant stuff, an accident like this happening to a 23-year-old is sure to send shivers down his spine, and possibly keep him from going out for weeks. But in Wizkid's case, the fear didn't break him. He came back stronger, introducing a more appreciative tone towards God in his music, like in Hey Les du Marais, which was released in December 2013. He also became more focused on songs that highlighted his difficult rise to where he is now. Songs like Ojuel Legba quickly became fan favorites, as fans truly connected with them. It's not like Wizkid crawled under a rock and stopped living life after. There was just no way Starboy was going to be stopped by a car accident. The next year, Wizkid hit it even bigger in the music industry with the release of his new album titled Ayo, which he had been working on since 2012. The album featured various hits like Show You the Money, Ojuel Legba, and Karo. He also collaborated with big-name artists like Banky W, Malik Berry, Legendary Beats, and Femi Kuti. The album was a big success, majorly because of its sound quality, but also because it had very attractive lyrics that resonated well with his fan base. So the next time you listen to a Wizkid song, take a moment to remember that brush with death, how it could have gone differently, and appreciate life for what it is. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on anything.